you're like me, you wonder, what do the judges think about these travelers plates and all this nonsense that be on the backs of these cars that the sovereign citizens be driving? Like, I'm just curious. I'm sure you are too. So let's go ahead and see how things unfold for this person that had a traveler's plate on their car and they're now in court. Let's see how things go. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. We back for another one, and like you just heard, we got a situation where someone with a traveler's plate or one of them stupid sovereign citizen plates, right? There's many versions of them. They got to face they in court and see what the judge feels about that and what they have to say. So let's go ahead and that dual screen. Shout out to Gavel Gazers. What is it again? Hold up. Gavel Gazers something. Gavel Gazers Court Watch. That's what it was. Shout out to Gavel Gazers Court Watch. Let's jump right in this and see how things will go. All right,
Good morning, Mr. Daly. What would you like?
So, Judge, two things. I talked to Madam Prosecutor on this case, Judge, and I'm approaching on two things. One, bond reinstatement and PC on this case, Judge. She and I have already discussed it on this case, and we just both want.
Wait a minute. What kind of, this is off the bat, off the rip. What is going on? We have another sovereign citizen with representation on the, what is happening in this goddamn shit, bro? Holy, he already automatically off the gate. We gonna give him three marbles. We're gonna give him, you know what? We're gonna give him 4 marbles for that shit. God damn. 4 out of 6 so far.
Hear the PC if we can, Judge. And then on the bond reinstatement as well, Judge.
So officers initiated a traffic stop in Harris County, Texas for a vehicle having a fictitious plate bearing the word traveler on it. During the stop, the defendant refused to provide.
Traveler? Okay.
During the stop, the defendant refused to provide ID or insurance information, stating, "I do not consent to this." Officer attempted to remove the defendant from the vehicle, and defendant actively resisted by pulling his arm away from deputies until he was detained.
So his representation, it seems to be like someone that's close to him. So he just happens to know a lawyer that was like, "I got you, bro. Let me go ahead and just take on your goddamn case." That's okay. So never mind. You back to 2 marbles, dog.
Okay. Tell me what.
So we looked at, I'm sorry, Madam Prosecutor, the interference with duties of public servant, Your Honor. Even if my client is failing to give them that, then it is an arrestable offense. But in this situation, it is, Judge. However, in this particular situation, he didn't interfere with anything in terms of his own arrest. I can, if it was a resisting or something to that effect, I can.
They're just trying to get him out of the car.
I don't disagree.
It's classic sovereign case where got the license plate, think that traveling by right is what I think how they term it.
Yeah, use your Chevrolets, use your Chevrolets. Use them feats of Fords. You dig what I'm saying? You can go ahead and, rev them up, my dog. Do some stretches and you can travel all you want by foot. Just saying. There's not a whole lot of laws to
in this situation, Judge, and the reason I'm employing upon the court is, even from what Madam Prosecutor has seen on the video, they're pulling and tugging at his arm, which put my client in some fear. It was more than one officer. It was pretty.
But he still has a duty. If they're asking you to come out, they can lawfully do that. And there are videos, and go on YouTube, right? There are hundreds of videos where officers will literally destroy your car to get you out. When you get into a pissing match with a person who has the power of arrest, who's going to win, Mr. Daly?
We don't disagree, Your Honor.
Right. You know what I mean? That's real life.
We don't disagree, Your Honor. I think under the circumstances of what actually happened, it was not Mr. Daly's position to resist or to interfere. That was not. He was concerned for his safety at that point.
What safety?
And actually, I don't know.
Bro. This stupid ass argument, like the fact that you want to sit here and cause yourself unnecessary interactions with the police for just simply not going and registering your car, having valid driver's licenses, having insurances on your car, whatever. Like the stupid unnecessary interactions are what don't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, I really don't understand that shit. But then to sit there and then to try to compound and double back on that, like, well, I was scared for my safety because I'm a black man and shit, because that's really what they want to say. That's really what she wants to say. That's really what he wants to say. There was all these white officers and they were trying to jump on me and they were pulling me out my car. You want to know what would have avoided that shit? When the officer first told you the very first time, hey man, can you step out of the vehicle? And you would have actually stepped out of the vehicle. You would have shut up, right? You'd stopped spewing your bullshit. You stepped your dumb ass out of the car, and then you just did what they asked. Like, boom, right there. No, right? No need to bust your windows. No need to tug on you. No need to none of that shit. Just saying. Just a thought. Let's take some accountability for ourselves, people. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. Just a thought. You can control one person in this goddamn world, and that's yourself. Maybe take some accountability for that one person that you can control. That one person will thank you later for it. Like, come on, man.
Right. And so in reviewing the video, it was pretty quick, pretty brash. They didn't give him an opportunity to respond per the prosecutor in this situation. It wasn't as if he was intentionally
Remember,
not.
this is just a mere probable cause.
Yes,
So,
I agree.
they ask you to come out of the car one time.
Once. That's all you get.
Yeah.
That's all they need.
You're
an adult.
So,
not a 2-year-old.
I mean, I think that there's enough probable cause to go forward now. The problem is, Mr. Daly, is that we revoke your bond. Your bond is set at 2501, and you've continually failed to appear. So, the case and the way that you've treated us, it shows me that you just refuse to accept authority. How are we supposed to deal with that? How do we deal with that, Timberland?
Your Honor, the only reason I bring to your attention is I asked the court to take into consideration. We have
Is he mute or something?
Black male works every day who, and I hate to put that on the court, but I do in this particular climate, that has never been in contact with any particular law enforcement court system. And from what I can see and what I hear out here from a lot of my Black male, and I'm sure it's common knowledge, is that because they are unfamiliar with the court system, they don't know, number one. Number two, when they do come in contact with police, and my mother is assistant chief of police. So I can understand, even when I was younger, I was taught that there are certain things that you have to do with when a police officer even stop you on a speeding ticket. What we don't know is whenever these officers come up, when you're somebody who don't have the privilege of having a police officer as a parent, or who isn't familiar and is being raised in this particular climate, and seeing what they see on TV and seeing what they hear and everything that has occurred, you don't know what the proper steps are. I was trained from when I was grown up what you do. I'm not saying that what he did was right or wrong. I'm not saying that how he reacted to this particular court, it is wrong. However, I'm employing upon the court to ask the court to take into.
Boom. There we go. Enough said. You understand the laws because you obviously have went to school for this, and you're very intellectual. You're very, intelligent. It seems like you can think in a very logical manner. So I don't understand why you can't hold your client accountable for the dumb shit that he's doing. Like, honestly, you were kind of dumb for taking this case because there's no argument here. So you're kind of like beating, a dead carcass at this point. Like, well, I guess if it's a carcass already, it's already, it had already passed that point. I didn't need to say those two things together. But anyways, the point is you're just hitting things and throwing poo at the wall and hoping that the shit sticks and seeing what maybe we can knock off. But like, again, this is a lot of just self-accountability, bro. Like, you've already put yourself in the situation, and then you've now decided to double down. So what else is there to talk about? Like, you're probably going to jail, and that's probably where you need to go until you get, some sense kind of back into your head. Like, I don't know, man. Like, the world does not revolve around you. This to me is just, sovereign citizens have very narcissistic behavior to me, bro. Like, they have a lot of narcissistic tendencies. They're very selfish individuals. They think very self-centered. They want to manipulate laws and rules and, all sorts of things to just make sense for them in their situations. And even if they want to argue, oh, it's your right too. Like, bro, let's just step back and just look at reality for a minute. Let's be present and understand how shit works. Like, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to just know how shit works, bro. Like, come on, man. I'm sorry. This shit
A
is
little bit of
crazy.
consideration. Number one, from his perspective, all defendants, can't just say this, but I do see that, from what I've known from this particular case and now in talking to him, I do believe that there is a sense of sometimes they just don't know. Sometimes they just don't. So I'm asking to reinstate his PR bond. I am now on the case. What you know about me, I'm a tight attorney. I run a tight ship. So, and by which of way I believe I can reach him and getting him to court and resolving this matter, which is what I talked to the prosecutor about when you were on break. It's like, let's just resolve this. Let's take care of this.
I'll buy it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm not going to do this again, though. I promise you.
Ooh.
I don't care whoever you have. If you flake on us again, that's 3 times. It's out. I'm not going to do it again. Do you understand, Mr. Daly? I mean, when you come to court, good things happen. When you don't show up and you continually do it, you can't expect good things to happen. Now, do you have a Texas driver's license?
No, right now.
You're not allowed to drive.
Right.
You have a bond condition and you've signed an affidavit with me today promising you're not going to drive. I don't care how you term it. Driving, traveling, however you're going to word it, whatever you do not get into the driver's seat of an automobile, a motorcycle, anything with a combustible engine where you can get on the road unless you have approval from us. Do you understand? I don't care that you have to work. I don't care if you have to go to church. I don't care if you're going to a funeral. I don't care if you're going to wherever it may be.
Everything.
Do not drive. Do you understand? Heed this warning. You're not going to get another one. Okay, Timberlane, I'll reinstate the bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'll talk to her. We were going to try to talk to Chief, but it's pretty busy
I
today.
think the case is only 3 months old,
Yes.
so you've got time. You can do whatever you want.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court now, but you must stay in touch with her and she'll tell you when you got to come back to court. If she comes back and tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games or you've gone AWOL or whatnot, or you get arrested for something else, all bets off.
All bets off.
We good? I'm not asking for much, man. Really. And for future reference, when you get into a pissing match with someone with the power of arrest, you are nearly always going to lose.
Always.
It's just the way it works.
Just
And
the
as
way
a
it works.
Young black man in today's society, you got to be extra special careful because things can go really wrong really quick. And there's evidence of that over and over and over.
And we
Okay.
also know how to
All right.
avoid
Good
it.
luck,
Sir,
guys.
thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
That was legit. That was super legit. I can stand on that. I can deal with that. That was a solid
Judge,
pause.
so it sounds like
God damn it. There we go. That was a good little ending to that. I'm not even mad that he reinstated the dude's bond situation because honestly, it just make shit easy on yourself, man. Like, I don't understand why people want to overcomplicate life. Life is already hard. Life continues to life with or without you, bro. Like, I don't understand why people want to miss out on so much because they want to just make things hard. Like, you just can make a better decision. It's not hard, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of it's just taking an extra few seconds to be like, yeah, I don't like where that's gonna probably take me, and moving on, right? Like, I understand getting mad. I understand being emotional. We're humans. But again, you can most definitely make a different decision if you just take a second and allow yourself to do so. It don't take long. As fast as you made that decision to do something stupid, you can make the same amount of time it took. You can make a better one. You dig? So it's not like you need hours and days and weeks and months and years to make better decisions. It literally is as fast as you made the bad one, you could make a better one. It's that fast, bro. Snap of the fingers. You can change your life in a good way or a bad way. But anyways, you guys let me know what you thought about that down in the comments below. I appreciate every one of you guys. But I will say this sovereign citizen nonsense, and I get that it's like, you're not supposed to put sovereign and citizen together. They're two different things and blah, blah. I get it. But you guys identify, and the way that the world perceives you guys, that's what we call you. I don't care. So deal with it. How about that? Anyways, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.